Hello, my man. It's been a while since I've done a walk and talk, but let's do this. This video is going to be about, it's going to be about the continual letting go process that you go through every day. And on that note, I'm not immune to that either. Every day, I am reminded about how I can let this go and let this go and let that go. And when there is an irritation and when there's somebody that triggers me, for example, or that's all me, by the way, when that happens, or I'm reminded of memories from my childhood experiences that I ruminate on. How do I do that? How do I get to make this all work for me? Well, you know what? I'm continually refining how that looks for me because it changes from time to time. And I would expect that it would change because if I'm growing mentally, physically, spiritually, some of these things that I used today are not going to be as effective tomorrow. And what's going to come for me tomorrow to use is not going to be as effective the day thereafter. It may be, but maybe a month after that, it doesn't work. So I cannot rely on that as my go-to thing. So why do I talk about all this? It's because every day this guy gets frustrated with the odd thing. They don't let it last long. But I look at it and I go, it's obviously telling me that I can't go that way. I cannot do this thing. Or it's asking me to push through it. It's asking me to put more emphasis and more of me onto it. So how do I decide whether or not that's something that I should be doing? Well, here's how it goes. If I decide that I'm going to do something and I put all my heart into it and the vibration, it feels really good. I feel electric about it. And there's just so much passion. The ideas are coming through. There's nothing in my gut or my heart that says, don't do this. Now, I might be having some things up here that happen where it's like, why are you doing this? What's going on? And it's your ego talking, by the way. That's the one that's trying to keep you safe. Surge through it. Plow through it. And that's what I do. The issue that I have when it comes to whether or not that's going to work for me, it's when I come up against something in the material world or something that feels like, oh, yeah, maybe this isn't a good idea. And that could be something somebody says. It could be I'm on my way to an appointment and I'm at a light and I'm late. There's obviously a reason why I'm late. There's obviously a reason why I'm not going to make it. So it's feeling through those things. And instead of putting the spin on it, because I know you do it, oh, I'm going to be late. This is going to be the worst thing ever. You catastrophize it. Look at me. I'm reprogramming that every day. Someone also, side note, asked me if I edit my videos, and I said no. I want people to see the raw me. I want them to see me for who I am. There's so much fake out there. Back to this. If you do that, where you are catastrophizing your things, your thoughts, oh, I bet this person is going to be upset with me. I bet this is going to happen. I bet you just keep bringing that in. You just keep You don't even know how powerful you are to do that. You just keep bringing in the bad every time you think that. So what I have trained in some moments, train myself to do again, reprogram myself to do again is, I'm late. There's obviously a reason why I'm late if I'm going to an appointment. This person may be upset with me or may not. It may be okay. Whatever reaction they have is a reaction to my action. Does it affect me? How does it affect me? Will it affect the outcome? Just start weighing those options and stop worrying about what other people are going to think of you just because you took the steps you did. There's obviously a lesson in it. There's obviously something in this for you, that the universe set it up like this, that you were late this morning, didn't get your kids to school on time, and by result of that, you ended up 10 minutes late at work and your boss came and barked at you. Yeah, it could mean that you get to go to bed earlier. You get to start meal prepping because you've been putting it off for months. You get to really think about what you need to do as far as direction, because you can't do this job forever. It's sucking your soul. So letting things go. Letting things go. I just gasped like that because I'm just, I love this stuff. I love talking about it. The 9-to-5 job that is soul sucking for you. The reason why you come home feeling gassed is because it's not really what you want to do, but you keep telling yourself that. You keep giving yourself the reason that that's because of the financial burdens and the debt you have, but you don't really ever think creatively beyond the, well, this is what I've got to do and there's no other means to do it any other way. You don't even give yourself the bandwidth to think beyond that. Letting go. Just allowing what's coming to you in micro moments. What does this mean? So, this past weekend, when I was with my family for Thanksgiving, there was things that I really wanted to share with them. And I would test that every once in a while and share something that occurred with me. Because I really am excited and passionate about what I've learned, and the things that I want to share with them, I believe that they will help them. Without imposing though. There are some moments where you just have to use your best judgment. Is it going to serve them? Are they pushing back? If they're pushing back, excuse me, I'm generalizing too much. When I tested with the things that I wanted to tell, to show my parents when it comes to health and mindset, I've got to honor where they are. And I was reminded of that this weekend again, because I pushed a little too much when it came to, this is how my body is. I believe that you can do this to your body too, without acknowledging the steps that it took for me to get there. It took me a while to get there, so therefore it's going to take my folks a while for them to get there too, and that is okay. That's all them. That you got to honor that too. Because when you start pushing and you get resistance, what happens? You're getting the resistance, but you're also getting the answer you want. The answer is, don't go any further with it. It means there's an alternate route. It means you're meant to do something else. Isn't that what life's about? You get a barricade up for construction, it means you're meant to take a detour. And then you get down the road and you realize that you're at a set of lights and it made you late for an appointment. There's a reason for that. So, all in all, every day I am reminded of little things that I just need to drop. I mean, I was worried this afternoon about, not worried for long, I think maybe all of 5 minutes, but I was spinning with it. Worried about where my business was going to be in 6 months, and going, what if nobody watches these videos or really thinks anything of it? And then I went, that's silly. It's like really silly. There's so many of you out there that this has made sense to. And this is the reason why I keep making these videos, is because you guys keep giving me comments. You keep giving me feedback that is useful. It gives me ideas to go, this will help you too. And I get so excited about that. And that is not in itself a block at all. It's feedback, and it's positive feedback or negative feedback or neither. It's feedback. But it comes in a way where you tell me, you talk to me about what's going on in your life, you ask me questions, you make comments, and I go, okay, I can do this. But if there's remarks that are made or statements that are made that you don't like or are not favorable, I ask you to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, that's okay. So it makes for conversation and ideas. So letting go is this process that you get to do over and over. I get to do over and over. Where you remind yourself and remember each time how to proceed forward. Because when you're stuck, it means you're not really stuck. You just refuse to move further ahead because you don't want to go through the pain of having to look at yourself or the reaction of yourself or others with you, whatever it is. You refuse to move forward. You're stuck by choice, by the way. You always have choices. And I will take that to the hill. I'm sure you will too. If you've been in a situation, or you in a situation like this where you're just trying to let go and you're not getting anywhere, I know a guy for that. This guy, ValiantLifestyle.com, and I can help you get there. ValiantLifestyle.com. Let's do a 30-minute discovery call. Let's discover what it is, where you want me to support you and give you a little push, little pat in the bum. Whatever it is, I bet you I can help get you there. On that note, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Let's do this.